What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus deck profile. Today we're going over a updated version of Melodious. We are playing some new spicy cards for this set. This deck is a little bit good in this format. It is kind of have a hard time against the Fiendsmith stuff, but we're gonna be kind of like trying to play through that if you don't want to be dropping like 450 bucks on a deck. So we are playing 40 cards in this list, just so letting you guys know. But we're going to be diving on, and we're going to start off with a 3 refrain. This is like one of your 1-card combos. Your 3 copies of Couplet. We're on the double copies of the Soprano, the 1 copy of the Chapina, and of course the Aria. This card's absolutely crazy, especially against like Tempai and stuff like that. Something in defense, a lot of the time they're going to feel like they're going to struggle to beat this. It's not that great against like, Snake Eyes, of course, but it's just part of your end board. We're playing the Cannon because we are still playing the copy of Baguska, very important in the deck. And we are only playing the 1 copy of Sonata. We did cut this down so we can play more copies of Hand Traps, but you can also play 2 of these if you want to, or even more. That's it for the Melodious monsters. Now moving on to the spells. We have the power spells between the 3 Ostinato, the 3 first movement solo, the 1 copy of Concerto, and then the 3 copies of Prosperity. Kind of like your power spells of the deck. I also mentioned, I guess, the crossout designators. Now, same with Snake Eyes. Like, this is really, really mandatory in the deck. Like a lot of times you'll feel like your board is like, let's say Ostinato, and then you have like a Couplet and like this. You activate this, they have Ash Blossom. You don't necessarily have to if you have other cards that you can play through it, but just crossing the card, if you just have it randomly, just helps out a lot. And then same thing like Prod of Prosperity, being able to dig your extra deck for like these power cards that we see here, or that exact copy of the card that you need is just insane. Like even sometimes searching for a copy of Couplet, if you already have like your engine running, or if you already got like Ash or Impermed on this definitely helps. But yeah, and then we are still playing for Hand Traps. We're playing 15, I believe. We have the triple copies of Herald, absolutely crazy. Now, we are down on the fairy count by 1, because we're only playing 1 of these. But still, it comes up a lot. Our opponent does not suspect that as well. Triple copies of Ash, because it's the best hand trap in the game. Triple copies of Valor, triple copies of the Imperm. And then for the last 3 cards, we're playing triple copies of Dominus Purge. So this deck actually can abuse this card very well because we are playing light monsters. So yes, it does kind of like get us out of SP, but like this is just another copy of Ash Blossom, which is just absolutely insane, and it doesn't play in the talents. So now we have like 6 copies in our deck that you can play hand traps, which like a lot of other decks can't really do. It doesn't play in the talents, and this deck is not great versus talents. So being able to like have even just 2 of these and then hitting the cards, then make your opponent sometimes have to even discard their talents, like you don't have another hand trap, then you have like a 3rd. This hurts the deck a lot. This is probably like the best deck that can play this. But yeah, we'll probably see how it changes up in the meta. Maybe other decks will come out with it. Now for the extra deck, we're playing the 2 Étoiles, busted card. I don't know why Konami ever printed this card. We have triple copies of the Bacha. You have to play triple because we are playing the copy of Baguska. We're playing the double copies of the Shaberta. Triple DD Crow, insane. Really good against the Fiendsmith as well, being able to put the cards back or banish them. So you get to like shuffle them back and stuff like that. Can help out a lot. And then for the links, we're playing the Underworld Goddess for like purely and stuff like that when they make these unbreakable boards. SP, the Double Blooms, the Haggard Lizaros, as well as the Gravity Controller. If you play against like this random Castrier matchups, chances are they're going to be ripping your Bloom Diva. So it's like kind of why you have to play 2. And then even in the follow-up, if they negate this or whatever, summoning it out can be really helpful. Getting like other random stuff in the grind game to go. And then of course, you're going to Gravity Controllers for your 1-card combo, and then Hazard Lizaros. This is probably like your most cuttable card, but obviously you do struggle against Purely. If you guys have watched the channel, you have saw me just sit there against Purely being like, oh shit. But yeah, and then for the last 2 cards, you have the SP, or the Typhon, as well as the Baguska. Baguska's kind of necessary evil right now, struggling against a bunch of decks, like even Tempai kind of feels a hard way to kind of beat this. And then Typhon's Typhon, we are playing the Agobi package. But yeah, that's really it. There's not much I would change, of course. If you guys want to know anything, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be featuring this deck off a little bit more on the channel. As always, stay safe, peace.